Okay, so we are going to find the roots of the quadratic equation given the two terms and three terms, the quadratic trinomials and then binomials. So we have 5 examples here. We have 5 equations here. So let's start. The first given is negative 36x squared plus 27x is equal to 0. So you're going to find the GCF of these two terms, negative 36x squared and 27x. So when we say GCF, the greatest common factor of the two numbers and also the variables. So negative 36 and 27, the GCF is 9 because they are divisible by 9. Kay 9 lang po. Okay, GCF, greatest po. Okay, so they are also divisible by 3, but we need to get the GCF, the greatest common factor. So the greatest common factor is 9 or negative 9. So because our first number is negative 36, yung kasama po ni x squared. So we need to write it as negative 36 na lang po. Negative 9 as our first GCF. And also x squared and x, the GCF of x squared and x is x. So negative 36 divided by 9, negative 9, the answer is 4. X squared divided by x, the answer is x. Okay. So in dividing variables, we are really subtracting the exponent. So the answer is x, 4x. So 27x divided by negative 9x, the answer is negative 3. Okay, so ika-cancel na po natin si x because x, di ba yung exponent nila is 1? Para 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So cancel na lang po siya. And then after getting this one, we need to equate them both by 0. So we have negative 9x here. So we have negative 9x is equal to 0 and also 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so let's equate them. Simplify. Divide them both sides by negative 9. So x is equal to 0. This is the first value or this is the first root of the equation. And then this one, we need to transpose first the negative 3 para maiwan si 4x. 4x is equal to positive 3 because we transferred out, we transposed. Okay, so we need to divide them both sides by 4 para po maiwan si x. Eliminate. So x is equal to 3 over 4. So x is equal to 0 and also x is equal to 3 over 4. So these are the values of x or the roots of x. Okay, so now let's proceed to number 2. Okay, hand ko lang. Sorry. Ayan. So let's proceed to number 2. So here, 8x squared plus 24x. So just like what we did sa number 1, okay, let's find the GCF of these two terms, 8x squared plus 24x. Okay, so the GCF are 8x. Okay, the GCF are 8x. Okay, so 8x squared divided by 8x, the answer is x. Then 24x divided by 8x, the answer is 3. Okay, is equal to 0. So let's find the let's equate them to 0. So 8x is equal to 0 and also x plus 3 is equal to 0. Kahit pala hindi na natin lagyan ng parenthesis. Is equal to 0. Okay. So 8x, divide both sides by 8. X is equal to 0. And then transpose positive 3 to the right side of the equation. X is equal to negative 3. So the values of, or the roots of the equations are 0 and negative 3. Okay, so now let's proceed to equation number 3. Okay, so for the next equation, so we have trinomials na x squared minus 5x minus 36. So if we have trinomials like this one, first, second, and third term, we have three terms here. You need to find the this one. You need to find the factors of the last term that will make to -5 if you get the sum of it. If you get the sum of that factors. Okay, so -36. So what are the factors of -36? That makes -5 if we add them. Okay, so the factors are -5 times 4. We can also get +9 times 4 times -4. Okay, -9 as we illustrate this to addition, we have -9 plus +4. And here naman, 9 minus 4. Okay, so -9 plus 4, the answer is -5. 9 minus 4, the answer is +5. Okay, our goal here is to get the middle term, the constant value of the second term or the middle term, which is -5. So as we can see, the factors of -36 that makes -5 as we add the factors is -9 plus 4. Okay, ito siya, di ba? So ito po yung gagamitin nating factor. Okay, so dito lang siya magre-reflect if we don't have if the value of A is equal to 1. 'Di ba? We have 1 here. Okay, magre-reflect lang siya kapag kapag meron siyang kapag yung x squared, ang constant value lang po ni x squared or the numerical coefficient of x squared is equal to 1. Okay, so find the factor of x squared muna. The factor of x squared is equal to x because x times x is equal to x squared. Okay, so now let's use the factors of -36 na nag-equal siya sa -5. Ito. Okay, so let's use -4 and then +4. So the factors of x squared minus 5x minus 36 is equal to 0 are x minus 9 and x plus 4. Pero hindi pa pala dito nagtatapos. We need to find the roots. Okay, so we need to equate them both by 0. So x minus 9 is equal to 0 and also x plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, just simply transpose the constant number to the right side of the equation para maiwan si x. So x is equal to +9 and also x is equal to -4. So the roots of x are 9 and -4. Okay, so now let's proceed to number 4. Okay, so let's proceed to question or equation number 4. So we have x squared plus 18x plus 45 is equal to 0. So same lang po sila sa number 3. Okay, we only have one numerical coefficient here dito sa ating this one. Meron tayong one numerical coefficient po dyan. The numerical coefficient is equal to 1. Okay. So again, just like what we did po sa number 3, we need to find the factors of 45 that makes 18 if we get the sum of the factors. Okay, so 45, what are the factors of 45? So we can say that 9 plus 5. 9 times 5. We also have 45 times 1 and also 15 times 3. Okay, 15 times 3. 9 times 5, 9 plus 5, 45 plus 1, and then 15 plus 3. 9 plus 5 is equal to 14. 45 plus 1 is equal to 46. 15 plus 3, the answer is 18. Okay, so we need to find 18, di ba? So 18, ito siya. So ang kukuhanin po nating factors ng 45 ay 15 and 3. Okay, so now let's factor x squared. So we have x times x. And then 15 plus 3, positive 15, and then positive 3 is equal to 0. So we need to equate them to 0 for us to find the roots of the equation, of the quadratic equation. So we have x is equal to negative 15. I'm so sorry. X plus 15 is equal to 0. And also x plus 3 is equal to 0. So transpose positive 15. So we have x is equal to negative 15. And also x is equal to negative 3. So these are the factors, or these are the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, so let's proceed to number 5. So we have 6x squared minus 11x plus 3 is equal to 0. So as you can see, here in our next example, or for our last number given equation, we have numerical coefficient for x squared. So hindi lang siya equal sa 1. So if we have a numerical coefficient po sa x squared and that is not equal to 1, we need to multiply the first numerical coefficient, or the a and the c, the numerical or the constant value for c, or yung tinatawag nating AC method. We need to multiply 6 and 3, the first and the last term. Okay, or the constant value for the third term, and then the numerical coefficient for the first term. Okay, so that is AC method. Okay, multiply natin. So we have 6 times 3. The answer is 18, di ba? Ito po yung kukuhanan natin ng factors that makes negative 11. Okay, yung sum. Okay, so 18. So what are the factors of positive 18 na magiging negative 11? Dahil po kung napapansin niyo ang ating middle term ay negative 11. So ibig sabihin po, yung factors po ng ating 18 ay both negative numbers. Okay, di ba negative times negative is positive. So we can say that the factors of 18 are negative 18 times negative 1. Okay, negative 18 times negative 1, the answer is positive 18. We can also write negative 6 times negative 3. Okay, and also negative 9 times negative 2. Okay, so tignan natin, hanapin po natin. Negative 18 minus 1, negative 6 minus 3, negative 9 minus 2. So the factors, or the sum of these factors are negative 19, negative 9, and also negative 11. Negative 18 minus 1 is negative 19, negative 6 minus 3 is negative 9, negative 9 minus 2 is equal to negative 11. So, saan bang mag-i-equal si middle term? Negative 11. So, ito po siya. Okay? So, yung kanina example natin sa number 3 and number 4, madali lang siya. Ilalagay lang natin siya sa parenthesis. Ito, gagamitan pa po natin siya ng common monomial factor, or gagamitan muna pala natin siya ng regroupings. I-regroup po muna natin sila. Okay, so negative 9 minus 2, di ba? So first, you need to write the first term, which is 6x squared. And then, di ba, si negative 11x, we need to regroup negative 11x. Gagamitin po natin ito, pero lalagyan natin siya ng x. Okay, lalagyan natin siya ng x. So we have negative 9x, and then negative 2x. Okay, negative 9 and negative 2. Negative 9, negative 2. Lalagyan lang natin siya ng x. Sasamahan lang natin siya ng x. Okay, dahil napaghiwalay na natin si negative 11x as negative 9x minus 2x, isusulat naman po natin yung last term, which is positive 3 is equal to 0. Positive 3 is equal to 0, or plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so as you can see, we have 4 given terms. We need to regroup them para po ma-get natin or makuha po natin yung common factor nila. Okay, regroup natin na. So, 6x squared minus 9x minus 2x plus 3. Okay, regroup. Lalagyan natin dito ng additional sign sa loob. Sa gitna pala. Okay. So after grouping, we need to find the GCF or the GCF rather of these numbers. 6x squared minus 9x, the GCF are 3. Okay, the GCF of 6 and 9 is 3. Okay, and then x squared divided by x, the GCF is x, diba? So 6x squared divided by 3x, 6 divided by 3, the answer is 2. X squared divided by x, the answer is x. Negative 9 divided by 3, the answer is negative 3. Negative 9x divided by 3x, the answer is negative 3. Okay. So, hindi sila equal. Okay, as you can see po dito sa ating given, negative 2x plus 3. Ano ba yung given? Ano ba yung factor nila sa isa't isa? Ano ba yung GCF nila sa isa't isa na mag-equal sa 2x minus 3? Kasi negative 2x plus 3 siya. Okay, we need to equate them to negative 1. Tama ba? Kasi negative 1 is a factor naman po of negative 2x and positive 3. Okay, so negative 1. Negative 2x divided by negative 1, the answer is positive 2x. Diba? Negative 2 divided by negative 1, the answer is positive 2. X divided by negative 1, the answer is x. Negative 2x divided by negative 1 as 1 is positive 2x. Then 3 divided by negative 1, the answer is negative 3. Okay, so as you can see, pareho na po yung nasa loob natin, yung nasa loob ng ating parentheses. Okay, so gagamitin natin siya as 1, pagsasamahin natin siya as 1. So we have 2x minus 3, and then you need to get these two factors, pagsasamahin natin siya. So we have 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. Don't forget to put equal to 0. Okay, so ito na ba yung sagot? Hindi pa. So kailangan natin siyang i-equate to 0. So kailangan natin siyang equate to 0. Sorry. So we have 2x minus 3. Ito po isusulat ko na lang siya ulit dito. 2x minus 3 and then 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. So 2x minus 3 is equal to 0 and also 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. So let's transpose muna si negative 3. 2x is equal to positive 3. And then divide both sides by 2. Cancel. X is equal to 3 over 2. So ganun lang din po dito. 3x is equal to 1. Positive 1. Kasi ita-transpose po natin dito. Ayan. And then divide both sides by 3. X is equal to 1 over 3. So that's all. So I hope you've learned something. Goodbye. Ay, pala.